Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, Ice Cold. And in the other corner, it is Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. This former middleweight champion of the world comes in at 6'1" with a reach of 74 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Up first, Ice Cold from the United States of America. Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, fighting out of Tennessee, but now living in Las Vegas. This former middleweight champion of the world is looking to get back on track tonight.
This is going to be an intense standoff before the fight starts.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the red trunks with red trim. Ice Cold. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That hook had to hurt. And that hook misses. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Beautiful counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Every time they throw, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Breathe. Just got everything in the bag, and now you've let him back in.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. Misses with the right uppercut. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
That hook is parried away. Beautiful counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
That counter shot lands. Where was the defense? Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Great work. I love that. That jab is slick. I need you to go back out there. I need you to land in your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and those boxing. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Don't worry about it. Just get him on the end of the jab. You're getting your timing all. That confidence away. Go out in first minute. Stick him on the end of the jab. Sticking a few body shots in there. Very.
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. The straight right just misses. This fight has a real good flow to it. Misses with the jab. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with high speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. Gaps will appear. You're smart. You weren't alone.
Here we go to the fourth round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Holding nothing back here in the round. The straight right just misses. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go to? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Down goes Caleb Plant. Let's see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
I love the response though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Load up, don't be looking there for one shot.
Time for the 5th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nobody home with that hook. That right hook won't score. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
We may see an early stoppage here. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Switch on. Get back at any time in already. Right hand's beautiful.
is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. That hook's blocked. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Well done with that counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
What are you doing? I need you to switch blades smart. You're smart.
Round 7, here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much firepower here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. A perfect counter lands. Incredible work rate. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
He's not even on me. Great round. Great round. Now relax. Good work. I need you to switch.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. And we'll get back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Jab slightly off target. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That jab doesn't find a home. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Good round, I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Get that behind the jet. Basics.
And we enter the ninth. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Nobody home with that hook. And Plant is down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.